welcome back here to Rochester High School, getting set for game number 4 here. It's going to be Rochester Lady Zebras taking on the Western Lady Panthers here. Ought to be a good matchup. Both teams won this morning. Rochester defeated Clinton Central 39-29, and Western defeated Jimtown 65-30. Just saw game number 3 conclude, and it was the Clinton Central Lady Bulldogs defeating the Jimtown Lady Jimmies 64-32. And I'm going to kick it over here. We've got David Musselman, Kyle McLaughlin on the call for us this afternoon. And in progress, Muss is talking to the Lady Zebras head coach, Brian Jennings. So we'll kick it over there and get the interview, and we'll kick it back to get this thing going here. Game number 4.
We just got to watch the fouls, and today we had some good play off the bench that really helped keep the defense alive.
2 minutes to go in the game, we're up by 6 or 7, and I thought we did a good job defensively recognizing who their shooters were and really just cut them off, and they really never got a good shot the rest of the 2 minutes.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of the Triton game, which was very similar. They had to get a shot off late in that game at Triton, and we just kept working, and we moved our feet well. So it kind of shows that we can, when we want to and have to, we can play some defense. We just need to do it for 32 minutes.
And the other neat thing about this morning is you got a 10-point win without the Pearsons, without the Thomases, without the Battens. You did that with just 8 kids.
Yeah, like I said, it was a good team effort across the board. Anybody came in, played some good minutes. I think we got a little tired at time because, Lexi and Allie and Kim Batten could not come into that varsity game to give us some breaks. So maybe we can kind of learn from this going on that, hey, we can take a minute or 2 break and still get some good play, and that way we can keep fresh legs on the floor at all time. Hopefully that sinks into the players, and if they feel tired, we can get a break for them.
I think we've talked before that sometimes you need to just tell your body mentally, I'm not tired. Mind over matter, and that's exactly what we're facing here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for us because we had to play all out the first game. Western, it was a close game first half, and then they kind of cruised to a victory there. So they're probably going to have some fresh legs. They got more numbers than what we do. Yeah. So we're going to have to gut this one out tonight, and we'll kind of see what we're made of.
You look at the Western lineup, they've got 1 senior on the entire roster. The rest are freshmen and sophomores, some juniors sprinkled in there. This team is going to be really good soon.
They are going to be really good soon, and they're fundamentally sound out there right now. They're not turning the ball over a whole lot. They play hard, they go to the basket hard, they see the floor well. There's not a whole lot of weaknesses out there, just young right now.
Yeah. Scott is their tallest player, about 5'10". Again, we should have the advantage in the paint.
Yeah, the one girl is extremely aggressive at the post, and she is strong. So, we got to make sure we get her blocked out and make sure we stay in front of her, make them throw those lob passes up in the air, not just a simple bounce pass, because she is a one hard dribble and a scorer inside. So we can't afford to have our guards putting pressure and get in foul trouble, and then our post players, when it does go in, we can't afford them to get in foul trouble either.
Brian, I wasn't real impressed with their free throw shooting in that first game this morning against Jimtown. I thought we shot well this morning against Clinton Central, so hopefully that will play in our favor.
Yeah, we just got to get to the basket and a little shot fake and draw some fouls so we can get to the free throw line a little bit more. And I think if Western really has a weakness right now, it is their outside shooting. So, if we can, close out on those shooters with our long arms that we have, kind of like what we've been doing the last couple of games, I think we'll hang around and be okay.
You extended that 1-3 to the 10-second line today. Might we see that tonight?
It's what the girls really feel the most comfortable in. They really like the 1-3-1. They're doing a good job of getting back and helping on the weak side from the wing. So they feel the most comfortable knowing the rotations in that. We just got to keep it aggressive. We can't do that the whole game, so we'll mix it up a little bit, and that way they have to make a couple adjustments, but it looks to me like that 1-3-1 is what we're going to hang our hat on now.
Okay. Your 5 starters.
We're going to go with the same as what we had this morning: Macy and Cammie, Karina, Caitlin, and Kenzie.
Okay. Brian, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Lady Zebra head coach Brian Jennings back with more of the Rochester Iron and Metal pregame show. Next, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Western then defeated Jimtown in game number 2, 65-30. And then Clinton Central just beat Jimtown in the third game of the Rochester Glass Classic, 64-32. That's going to wrap up the Rochester Glass Classic, the pregame show brought to you this evening by Rochester Iron and Metal. We'll take a quick break, come back with the starters next. 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
At one guard will be a 5'5 freshman, Carson Lechner. At another guard, a 5'7 sophomore, Sadie Harding. At a third guard, a 5'8 freshman, Ella Biggs. And the fourth guard, a 5'9 senior, Clara Braswell. One forward, a 5'11 sophomore, Haley Scott. Western coached by Mr. Kyle Stage. For the Rochester Lady Zebras, at one guard will be a freshman, number 1, Cammie Burkett.
We will announce them first.
A guard, a junior, number 12, Macy Brown. At one forward, a sophomore, number 32, Caitlin Rogers. At another forward, a senior, number 34, Karina Peterson. And a third forward, a junior, number 40, Kinsey McKee. Rochester coach by Mr. Brian Jennings. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have Rochester varsity assistant Ray Davis to come up and talk about the day for the Lady Zebras JV squad today. And they won one and lost one. And Lexi Thomas, a big game just a couple of minutes ago, coming off a 20-point performance in a win against Western, 43-37. Good game.
Lexi, obviously, she's gonna be something really special. But yeah, she has moments on. I've seen her play on the varsity level, but she has moments where she can just take the game over.
So Western will be the home team on the scoreboard. They'll be in their home whites.
Yep.
Obviously, Rochester, the visitors on the scoreboard, and their road blacks. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. I think we had more folks here in the gym this morning than we do this afternoon.
Yeah, I think you're right. You would think 4:30 you would see more people now, but no.
What am I doing at 4:30 usually? Napping. So maybe that's it.
Yeah, I am as well, without a doubt.
So Caitlin Rogers, the big game today. I thought Emily Hughes played well this morning.
She played fantastic. From the standpoint of Rochester, just looking at the other squad they're playing, they're going to need her to be that again.
Yeah.
Cammie Burkett's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, as a whole, to put a full 4 quarters together, this team's got to not turn the ball over, not get in foul trouble, and get help from the bench.
I think that's well said. Our bigs are going to have to play well too.
By Mr. Brian Jennings.
So here we go, the fourth and final game of the Rochester Glass Classic here at Rochester High School.
And Terry Baker.
Again, Western in their home whites, the Rochester Lady Zebras in their road blacks. It'll be Scott for Western and Rogers for the Lady Zebras to jump center.
And sorry to cut you off, but the best way to get Miss Scott out of the game is attack her and get her in foul trouble.
That's exactly right. A little want to in the paint.
Yep. There was a girl last year with last name of Musselman had a little want to.
Yeah, she doesn't have that yet this year.
You're rough.
Tip is up and controlled by McKee in the backcourt. Kinsey McKee will go all the way to the glass. Layup is no good. She gets her own rebound. Put back no good. And Biggs is off to Lechner. Here comes a half-court trap right from the go. Lechner against the timeline. Has her pass deflected and now stolen by Peterson. Peterson goes to the basket. Tough shot, no good. And the rebound to Western and Biggs. And now we're going to have a reach and foul whistle against the Rochester Lady Zebras.
Those are the ones that just
Peterson?
kill you. Yeah. Just add up quickly. Peterson's first, team's first.
26 seconds into the game, and Cammie Burkett comes out, and Jenny Isbell comes in. Rochester in a 1-3-1, extended to their volleyball line. Biggs, eye on the left side against Rochester's trap. Dribbles away from that, picks up the loose ball. Now to Scott. And Harding loses the basketball out of bounds. Going back to Rochester. Boy, that defense is in your face.
Yeah, and I love Isabel on top. You said it this morning that you love it as well. But, I mean, her length, the Rogers girl
absolutely.
length, you know, McKee under the bucket, they've got the length. They just...
Rochester got to get it across the timeline. And just does before the 10-second count as Peterson takes it high to the right side, switches directions, now at the volleyball line or the free throw line. Out to Rogers, her three left wing is good.
The way we started last game, she hit
exactly
a three.
Right. Harding, Lechner over the defense to Biggs, down low to Scott, and Leaner is good.
Yeah, you can't help out to the wing. You're going to have to give the shot up.
Yep.
You can't come up off of her and leave her open.
McKee gives to Isbell. Now to Brown. Macy brings it across the timeline against Harding in the man-to-man defense. Against the trap. Dribbles around the trap, works to the right side, and now we're going to have a foul. Should be on Western, I think.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, it'll be on Harding.
Well, he was pointing at Peterson. I'm thinking, no
yes,
way.
I agree.
Team's first.
Sadie Harding's first, team first.
3-2 Rochester. 6:36 to play in the first quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Peterson. And then Western forces the turnover. Braswell goes to the baseline, stops, pops, shot no good. A foul coming on Rochester, and that's going to send the only senior on the roster, Braswell, to the line to shoot two.
Zebra shooting foul, number 12.
That'll be on Macy Brown. Her first, team second.
Braswell.
Braswell at the line to shoot two for Western. She eyes the first one, lets it go, and it's good, and we're tied at 3. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. 6:26 to play in the first quarter. Braswell for the Panthers with one more. Sets herself, eyes the second one, lets it go, and it's good again. 4-3, full court press by the Panthers. Brown with the basketball. Macy picks up her dribble. Back to Peterson on the near the volleyball or the free throw line. Now the volleyball line. Now crosses the timeline. Bounce past to Rogers on the left wing. Back to Brown right in front of the scores table. Macy in the corner to Rogers. 3 left baseline is good again.
Man.
That's a 2. I beg your pardon, Mac. That's a 2.
For number 32, Rogers.
5-4, Rochester. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Scott, Braswell. Her long jumper is off the side of the rim, no good. Rogers skies to the board, hands off to Macy Brown, and she runs. Macy right side of the floor, going to our left. Now behind the arc, picks up her dribble. Left wing pass to Rogers. 3, left wing again is good again. Woo!
Rogers.
What'd she have for lunch?
I don't know. Keep feeding that girl. Right on. 8-4. Braswell on the right wing. Braswell, a couple of dribbles, splits a double team, now works to the paint. Jump pass down low to Scott, and the basketball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Peterson.
Fantastic help defense there. They threw it over the top. She come from the weak side and slapped it out. And that's what you're going to have to do all day. You're going to have to collapse around both sides.
Lecter gets it into Scott, to Braswell, back to Lecter in the right corner. Drives the baseline, and her pass is in the paint. Braswell at the free throw line. She drives. Her leaner on the way is off the front of the rim and in.
Panther basket, number 32, Braswell.
Full court press by the Panthers. 8-6 Rochester. They've got the basketball. Isbell to Brown. Now to Peterson. Peterson loses it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch. Ooh, by Western.
I think it bounced off each girl twice, and we got lucky.
I think there was like 7 of them laying out of bounds right there.
Yeah. It went right through her hands, though. She's got to catch the ball.
5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rochester up by 2. Peterson across the timeline. High on the right side to McKee. Kinsey with her left hand, bounce pass to Brown on the near side. Macy takes it to the left wing. Now to Rogers. Shoot it. Rogers.
Oh,
now
nice
to
pass.
McKee. Kinsey in the paint. Lean all the way. Good in the
She called it. Yep. She took
Travel.
an extra step.
good in the travel.
I got to put it on the ground one time there, but
23, Emily Hughes.
Peterson comes out, and Emily Hughes in the game for the first time. So that basket is waved off.
no
Traveling.
basket. Yep.
Rochester's 1-3-1. Extends to the backcourt, and the pass over the top is deflected and stolen by Isbell. Isbell off the glass, no good, too hard. And the rebound to Harding for Western. Harding runs. Now Western with the numbers, 3-on-2. Harding gets away with the travel, but Isbell's there to pick up the loose ball. Now we're going to have a tie-up, and it's going to stay with Western. Wow. You talk about somebody bailing them out. Whew.
Jump ball.
4.5 to play in the first quarter. 8-6 Rochester. Western basketball baseline right. Lecter looks to get it in. In the corner to Harding. Fakes a three. Braswell on the left wing for the Panthers. Works it around the horn to Biggs on the near side. Back to Braswell between the rings. She drives it right to the free throw line. Now to Biggs in the right corner. Biggs now on the wing, right in front of the Rochester bench. Her pass is deflected. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Western.
Good hustle there by Macy Brown. Get the deflection.
Active hands.
Almost got the slap steal, but
Ran out of court.
yeah.
Biggs. Braswell near the timeline. Braswell at the free throw line. Picks up her dribble. Cross court to Lechner. Her jumper is no good. And the weak side rebound to Western. And I believe Emily Hughes is going to pick up that foul. And somebody hurt over there.
Zebra common foul.
Is that Harding? It is. Harding.
Emily Hughes with her first foul, team third.
Harding can barely walk on that left leg, and she's going to be replaced by Owsley. She had a really nice game this morning.
Entering the lineup for
Morgan Owsley is a 5'6" freshman. Look out.
Owsley.
Just because she's got a 9 beside her name, she takes the basketball to the rim hard. Western baseline left. Owsley has her three blocked. McKee grabs the board. Jenny Isbell with the block. McKee with the rebound. Brown across the timeline. She works against Lechner in the backcourt, and Lechner picks her pocket. Lechner right side of the floor. Goes to the basket. Leaner on the way is good. A lot of contact, no foul either way.
Basket. Lechner.
Macy's lucky there not to pick up a silly number 2.
Yeah. McKee high on the right side, 3.5 to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 8. And an over and back call whistled against the Zebras. Western going to get it back.
That's the 4th Rochester turnover.
Western basketball at the timeline going to our right. Lechner with the basketball. 1-3-1 for Rochester's defense. Owsley on the left wing dribbles around Isbell. Around the defense, gives down low to Scott. Scott drives, loses out of bounds. A lot of contact, no foul, and it's going to go back to Rochester. Good work. 3:14 to play in the first quarter. Isbell gets the basketball, now to Brown. Macy across the timeline. She loses the handle, picked up by Braswell. Turnover Rochester. Braswell through the center circle, works to the right side, hesitates, goes in the corner. Lechner, 3, right baseline, is off the mark, no good. Rogers with the rebound. 8-8, 2:50 to play in the first quarter. Brown all the way to the basket, throws up a tough shot off the glass, no good. Rebound put back by Hughes is good.
Rebound put back.
And she did that all the first game too. That's just, every team needs a garbage player. She does it all.
That's not a bad thing, you're right.
That's absolutely great.
Owsley against the double team. And chucks it to the official who's standing out of bounds. Turnover, Rochester will get it back with 2.5 to play in the first quarter, up by 2 at 10-8.
I love Hughes' game. I mean, she just comes in, she just does whatever's asked.
She gets the inbounds pass from Brown against a full court press. One dribble over the top to Isbell. Jenny crosses the timeline right. Here comes the double team. Her jump pass to McKee on the right wing. Now to Brown, top of the key. Macy fakes, now drives outside to Rogers. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras. It's good again.
And finding that girl right now is definitely the game plan.
Right on.
Wowzer. That's 11 first quarter points.
Lob pass to Braswell. Down low to Owsley. Owsley in the block against the double team. Wrap around pass to Biggs. Her jumper off the blocks is good, and a foul.
Basket good for number 25, Ella Biggs.
Ella Biggs will go to the line for Western for one free throw.
Number 14, Isabel, her first.
That is Isabel's first, team fourth.
Karina Peterson comes back into the game, and Jenny Isbell to sit. 2:02 to play in the first quarter. 13-10 Rochester. Biggs for the Western Panthers at the line for one. Right-handed free throw, and it's no good. Rogers another board. We're going to have a defensive violation.
Lane violation on Rochester.
So we'll try it again. Ouch.
Huh, I didn't see it, but
Biggs will try it again. She missed again.
same
Rogers
result.
traveled on the rebound. 13-10 Rochester. Western basketball baseline left. Lechner will look to get it in. To Scott in the corner. Braswell left wing. Back to Lechner. Fakes a three. One dribble. Gives to Braswell who's driving. Tough shot in the lane. Off the glass. No good. Get the putback is on the way. No good. Ball being tipped around. Hughes comes out of the with her for Rochester and clears to Brown. Man, if I am the Western coach, I am getting 30 involved as much as I can, and Macy Brown was fouled.
And we've done a really good job of keeping her under control at this point.
Yeah, she's not getting anything in the paint.
Fouls on Biggs, her first, team second. No, we're doing it. Hughes just came out.
Yeah, Jordan Jennings comes in. 100 seconds. Start the clock. Start the clock. 100 seconds. Macy Brown to the basketball now. Drives the baseline. And her pass is knocked out of bounds by Braswell. 13-10 Rochester, minute 35 to play in the first. I have to do everything from here. I mean, the clock keeper today is in rough shape. McKee's jumper at the free throw line is no good. Braswell with the rebound.
Short of help around this place.
Braswell right elbow. Lechner three, right baseline for Western is good, and we're tied at 13.
Three-point basket, number 11, Lechner.
She's taking a few from that exact spot.
Yep.
Others will look good. That
one of them's
was
bound to
better.
go down, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she carried.
Yeah, I agree. Peterson across the timeline. She's going to go all the way to the basket. Layup is blocked by Scott.
There's one.
But I think she was fouled on this shot, and that's going to send Karina Peterson to the line to shoot two. With a minute 8 to play in the first quarter, we're tied at 13.
They gave that to Braswell.
Oh, okay.
Her first, team third.
Shooting two, Peterson.
Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Peterson with two. First one for the seniors, short. She'll have one more. Ray Davis coming up at halftime to talk about the JV's day.
He seemed excited. That should be good.
He said, Randall said, you might not be able to talk. And I said, good. I hope he takes up the whole halftime period. Second one's no good. Braswell rips the ball, rips and runs, hesitates, goes to the basket. We're going to have a blocking foul on Brown.
You got to stop the ball. Nobody picked the ball up.
Zebra shooting foul, number 12, Brown.
That's going to send Coach Jennings back to the bench to bring in Burkett.
That's Macy Brown's second foul, team's fifth.
Braswell the line to shoot two for Western. First one's good.
Returning
And
Zebra lineup, number 1, Burkett.
This is not the girl you want to foul. She's 3 for 3 so far.
second on the way for the senior is good again. 15-13. Western on top. A minute to play in the first quarter. Jennings with the basketball. One dribble, now to Peterson. Karina back to Jordan Jennings through her hands and out of bounds. I'm going to go back to Western.
I am impressed. You do play-by-play. You keep time. You keep score.
And keep Randall in
and
check.
You keep Randall in check.
Yeah,
That right there is a big job.
I need a raise. Basketball goes over the top, down low to Owsley. Out of bounds. Last touch by Rochester. It'll stay with Western.
Todd Beeler says he wants no part of that. All he wants to do is announce.
45.9 to play in the first quarter. 15-13 Western. Lechner to Owsley in the corner. Goes to the wing. Now in the paint. Goes to the basket. Shot is blocked by McKee. Safe from going out of bounds to Big. She'll take the 10-footer. No good. McKee with another big board. Now Burkett will bring it up. 30 seconds. Crosses the timeline. And her pass is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan Jennings. Western going to get it back with 28 seconds.
Got to bounce pass. Got to bounce pass. I can't say it enough.
I think I heard that this morning.
Oh.
25 seconds to play first quarter. Western to the lead in the basketball. Lechner across the timeline. Bounce pass to Braswell on the near side of 20. Braswell works around the picks with 19. Switches directions. Now comes to the right. Now gives to Owsley with 15. And her entry pass is knocked out of bounds by Rogers. Western basketball on the baseline with 13.5 seconds.
I'm guessing number 30 had a marker board.
I would hope she
circle
would.
around her name.
Lechner over the top. Ball's
Good
tipped.
play. Get it.
Jordan Jennings has it. Jordan, left-handed layup is good. We're tied at 15 with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. Braswell, three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. No. After 1, we're tied at 15. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
So we're going to the second quarter at the Rochester Glass Classic. Rochester Western tied at 15. We've done a really good job on Scott. I don't know if she's touched the ball closer than 15 feet from the basket. And I think that you said it well there late in the first quarter. She had a great big circle around her on the board in the locker room.
And there's no doubt they're committing everybody in the paint to her. She's gotten one look, and it was a layup. Outside of that, thank goodness Caitlin Rogers and her hot hand showed up, because it'd be 15-4 without her in the first quarter. So
she had 11 of the first quarter points. So Rochester starts the second period of the basketball. Peterson, Isbell, Hughes, Rogers, and Burkett. Macy Brown stays on the bench with 2 fouls. Hughes down low to Isbell through her hands, picked up by Braswell. Braswell for Western, the only senior on the roster. Travels, no call. Outside to Owsley. Owsley in the corner against the double team. Lechner down low to Scott. Her turnaround jumper in the paint is good.
Western basket number 13.
and you can just tell when she catches it how smooth it is.
She knows exactly where she is.
Yeah. Oh.
Pass is deflected, picked up by Hughes, near side to Burkett. Burkett, Rogers, 18-footer is short. And the rebound to Burkett, and she's going to be tied up with, I believe, Owsley, and Western going to get it back. Hey, tomorrow night, back on the air, as the Rochester guys will host Lewis Cass here at Rochester High School. Here comes a 1-3 zone, 1-3-1 zone. Braswell around the defense, fouled on the shot by Peterson. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's going to be Peterson's second foul, team foul number 6.
Now you got 2 of the 5 starters with 2 fouls for Coach Jennings.
For Peterson, her second.
7:06 to go in the second quarter.
Braswell.
Every foul here on out is going to be 1-1.
Braswell's free throw is good as it rolls around.
5 for 5.
Kenzie McKee will come back into the game.
Rochester substitution.
And I'm guessing Peterson will come out, So Karina Peterson and Macy Brown each with 2 fouls. Coming in for the first time tonight is
Western, number 21.
Audrey Razzle.
Audrey Razzle.
She's a 5'5" freshman. A lot of 9s and 10s, Mac, on this roster.
Lots of 9s and 10s.
Second one for Braswell's good. And now Western out to their biggest lead of the night, the 14 and 19-15 is still in that full court press. Hughes has her pass picked off by Braswell. Cross lane pass to Lick. And then back to Braswell. Her leaner off the high off the glass is good.
Panther basket, number 32, Braswell.
21-15. McKee with the basketball. Yep. Coach Jennings sees the same thing I do. You got to get your main ball handler back into the game. Hughes brings it up, crosses the timeline. Out to Burkett. Burkett travels. Macy coming back in. Hughes will come out. 6.5 to play in the first half. Western up 21-15. Ray Davis, the Rochester girls varsity assistant, will be up at halftime to talk about the JV's basketball day. Lechner across the timeline. 1-3-1 zone now sags back under the volleyball line. Owsley picks up her dribble. Gives a razzle. Out of Braswell. Drives the right baseline. Cut off by the defense. The long defense, by the way. Out to Owsley. Over the top to Razzle. Left side to Lechner. One dribble to Owsley in the left wing. Owsley now dribbles to her right. Gives to Braswell. Her three right wing is way off the mark. Weak side rebound by Lechner. Her shot no good. The putback by Owsley no good. Scott with it. Her putback nope. And Isbell with a rebound. She's going to be tied up with Owsley. Rochester going to get it back after 3 point blank opportunities by Western.
Zebra possession.
I don't even know what to say about that.
That's why you're so good at your job, Mac.
Yeah.
Rochester breaks the press. Brown in the middle of the floor. Drifts to the right. Now accelerates to the baseline. And the cross-court pass is safe from going out of bounds. Nope, now isn't. Burkett did a great job saving it from going out of bounds, but as she steps to throw, she steps out of bounds and will go back to Western.
Macy, she put some mustard on some of them passes. I mean, she got an arm, but uncatchable at the feet.
Braswell high on the right side, around the defense, and Burkett goes to the baseline. Cut off of the baseline by the triple team. Outside to Owsley, down low to Scott. How about that pass inside? And Rochester forces a turnover. Brown through the center circle. Macy now to her right. Works against the man-to-man defense. And her entry pass is knocked away. And out of bounds. It'll stay with Rochester on the far side. Peterson back in.
Substitution number 12.
Rogers with 11 points will come out.
And for Rochester,
5:26 to play in the first half. Western up by 6 at 21-15. Macy on the far side. Bounce pass into McKee. Back to Brown. Brown works to the wing. Now we'll bring it to the top of the key between the circles of the volleyball line. Drifts back to her right, now to her left. Bounce pass in the corner to Isbell. Jenny for three, left baseline's off the mark. Macy Brown to the rebound. Pulls it back outside, now drives it right. Now to Burkett. Cammie in the lane to Peterson. Three straight away for the Lady Zebras. Short. Burkett with the rebound. Kicks it out to Brown. Three left baseline for the Lady Zebras. No good. Offensive rebound to Peterson. Ball loose on the floor, knocked out of bounds by Western. Rochester will try it again. 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on that trip for Rochester.
Yeah, they're long rebounds. The guards are getting second chances. Good looks at the bucket. Rochester's not moving much on offense, though. I mean, Macy's dribbling around and everyone else just kind of standing flat-footed.
Brown for three, right baseline, no good. Braswell with the rebound. Braswell will bring it up for Western. Braswell, how does she not walk there? Three for Razzle, short. McKee with the rebound. Taken away by Peterson, picked up by Burkett. Burkett down the right side of the floor, kicks it out to Brown. Three right wing for the Lady Zebras is no good again. McKee with the rebound. Putback is no good. And rebound now to Harding. Harding going to be tied up. Western will keep possession. She's still struggling with that left foot.
Yes, she
Harding is. Rogers back in. Isbell to sit. Also back in, or in for the first time, is Sammy Garber, the 5'5 junior, and Scott to come out. What does she have? 2 points? Scott?
Scott has 4 points. Four.
Okay.
Yep.
4:10 to play in the first half. 21-15 Western. Lechner bounce pass on the near side to Braswell. Braswell gets the screen, works to the middle of the floor between the circles. Zone defense for the Rochester Zebras. Her bounce pass taken away by Burkett. Cammie then to McKee, now to Brown. Macy will walk it up. Rochester yet to score in this quarter. Bounce pass to Rogers. Caitlin around the defense. Wrap around pass to Burkett. And Burkett off the arm of Western out of bounds. Rochester ball, baseline right. 3:42 to play in the first half. Macy Brown looks to get it in, does so to McKee. Kinsey high on the right side to Peterson. Her entry pass is taken away by Western, and a foul coming on McKee.
Good idea, just unfortunately the angle. The other unfortunate part is you've been playing good defense, but now you're giving them a chance to put them on the free throw line. That's 1-1. That's the 7th team foul for Rochester. First for Kinsey McKee.
Number 24, Sammy Garber at the line.
Sammy Garber at the line, the 5'5 junior. She'll be there for 1 and the bonus with 3.5 to play in the first half. Western up. Now we're going to.
Well, I was on the offensive.
That's one.
Yeah,
Should be
there we
Rochester
go.
basketball,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
It was a lane violation on the offense. Should be Rochester.
First, then it was the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should have been whistled dead immediately, but they waited until the shot got off. Burkett around the defense. Works on the baseline, or on the sideline, out of Peterson. Karina takes it with her left hand all the way to the left wing. Outside of Rogers. Long three left baseline is no good. And the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Zebras. Hughes and Jennings back in. Peterson and Burkett comes out. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. 21-15. Western on top with 3:18 to play in the first half.
The girls are just, I think they're gassed.
I think they are trying to get to halftime as fast as they can.
Yeah.
Braswell around the defense. Works the middle of the floor. Left wing pass to Razzle. Lechner back to Razzle in the paint. Jumper no good. Blocked by McKee. Picked up by Brown. Brown will go coast to coast. She pulls up. Shot short. Western to the board. Harding and then is going to be fouled by Kinsey McKee, and that'll be her second. And that'll send Harding to the line to shoot one in the bonus. Now we got to be closer to. Oh, we just have 8?
Yeah, that's
okay.
8 team fouls, but that's the farthest foul you can commit in high school basketball.
Yeah, that was under the basket. You're right.
Number 12, Harding.
So Sadie Harding, the 5'7" sophomore at the line for one in the bonus for Western. First one's no good. Rogers with the rebound.
Here we are, 5 minutes into the quarter, still no points.
Yeah, for Rochester, you're right. Only 6 for Western, thankfully. Entry
Nice
pass to
pass.
Hughes. She rises up, puts it off the glass and in.
Basket for number 20.
Kinsey McKee did the right thing. Threw it up. Hughes kept it up and put it in. Fantastic entry.
21-17. Tough pass at the ankles, picked up by Rochester. Brown coming the other way. Brown accelerates around the defense. Her layup is no good, but a foul coming on Western's Razzle. That's going to send Macy Brown to the line to shoot 2. With 2:25 to play in the first half, Rochester down by 4. Cammie Burkett will come back in for the Lady Zebras.
The one time you don't want a foul called, Rochester had 2 girls on the weak side of that layup. Macy has not scored yet tonight. She's looking for her first points here.
Macy's first one's good. Cammie Burkett will come in if Macy makes this one. Macy looking to cut this lead to 2. Second one is good again. And that's going to bring Burkett in.
Zebra lineup, number 1.
And Macy's going to get a rest.
She's got 2 fouls. You don't want her to pick up a cheap third one here.
Yep.
He brought her back in with Western surging a little bit. The game's a 2-point game now, so Randall would start the clock on time. They could possibly.
Wow, it's open season right now in Randall. 3 for Razzle's no good. And Rochester the rebound. Caitlin Rogers on the board, gives to Burkett. Burkett, middle of the floor for Rochester. Picks up her basketball. Now loses the basketball. Picks up the loose ball now. Wrap around pass to Rogers. Under 2 to play in the first half. Jennings. And her entry pass is going to be tipped away, but I believe we're going to have a foul coming against Harding on the reach-in.
And that foul is on Sadie Harding, her second, team 5th.
Number 12.
Isbell back into the game. McKee with 2 fouls will sit.
That ball needs to be thrown up. You have weak side defender coming in. If you keep it up, throw it over. Hughes catches it, puts it in. Put it on the ground. Luckily, it wasn't a turnover.
Housley back in for Western. 1:56 to play in the first half. Hughes lobs it in, and Western forces a turnover. Razzle travels, no call. Now Housley on the high and left side. To Garber. Lechner drives on the baseline. Skip pass outside to Housley. Her 3 is short, and Isbell grabs the board. Outlets to Burkett. 95 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester down by 2. Hughes down low to Isbell. Tough jumper in the way is no good. And Jenny Isbell is going to pick up the foul for over the back. Western will shoot free throws.
That'll be Jenny Isabel's second, team 9th.
Zebra foul number 14. Isbell, her second.
And you are putting
at the line shooting.
Clara Braswell on the line, which is
Braswell.
The equivalent of putting Steph Curry on the line.
Returning to Western, number 30.
She's 6 for 6. I'm still trying to jinx her, but it's not helping.
1:24 to play in the first half.
I don't even think it hits the rim.
Braswell's free throw is good. One more coming for the senior. looking to push this lead back to 4. Braswell sets herself. Second one's good again. Timeout Western. It's a 30. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Jennings brings it up with a minute 15, crosses the timeline right. Razzle rides her all the way to the wing. Now to Rogers, takes a shot, goes to the basket, and it's good. That's a good aggressive play by...
Fantastic take. The Scott girl smartly didn't foul her, but yeah, she had her on her hip.
We need to foul somebody else.
Yeah, don't foul Braswell.
Braswell now will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it doesn't. It was going to be 2 anyways. 1-and-1 really does not apply to her.
Shooting 32 Braswell.
Jeez.
Free throw is good by Braswell.
9 for 9 this half from the line for Braswell.
Second one, good again. What does she have, Max, total?
She's got 14. 10 from the line, 2 buckets.
Minute 5. Full court press by Western. Hughes to Isbell. Jenny, one dribble, jump stop now to Jennings. Over the top, taken away by, nope. Ball still loose. Hughes has it.
Nobody's
through the
back.
center circle. Good heavens, what are we doing? The ball is knocked out of bounds by Western. It'll stay with Rochester baseline right. 48 seconds to play in the first half. 25-21, Western. Ray Davis coming up at the break.
I'm looking forward to that.
Hughes gets it in, and Jennings in the corner. She loses the handle, picks up the loose ball now to Hughes. 3, right baseline, short. Rogers, put back, nope. Partially blocked. Burkett's put back, no good, but a foul coming on Western. 36.7 to play in the first half. Western by 4. Cammie Burkett at the line to shoot 2 for Rochester.
That foul is on Haley Scott, her first. Team 6. Cammie's going to the line, looking for her first points of the game.
First one's no good for the freshman. She'll have one more. Rochester guys tomorrow night. They're home with Lewis Cass. We'll have that game here on WROI and RTC4.
Looking forward to it.
Second one is good this time. 25-22. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Lechner runs it across the timeline. Braswell high on the right side. Around the defense. Goes to the baseline. Stopped. Shot no good. Burkett with the rebound. A foul on Scott. Cammie Burkett will walk to the other end to shoot 1 in the bonus.
Is that going to be on Scott? That's her second.
Western foul number 30.
Team 7. 1-and-1 for the Zebras.
That sends Western into
They went 5 minutes without scoring in the second quarter. Here we are, 24 seconds till halftime. And they have a chance to cut the lead to 1. Pretty phenomenal. I think that's a possibility.
Burkett with 1 in the bonus. First one, no good. And Jordan Jennings with the rebound. Jennings bangs it off the leg of Western to go out of bounds with 20 seconds to play in the first half.
Good heads-up play. Every time I used to try that, it'd go between the legs, so.
I can see that happening to you. Hughes baseline left. Lob pass to Rogers. Caitlin in the paint, 2-footer. No.
I thought she was going to dunk it.
Emily Hughes put back is good with 13. Rochester down by 1. Lechner runs with 9. Lechner across the timeline with 8. Works to the right side with 7. Braswell with 5. Around the defense with 3. Top of the key with 2. Braswell down low to Lechner. Her jumper to buzzer is no good. At halftime, Western leads 25-24. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This is Oldview. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood. This is Old You. And this is Now You. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Recess, 25-24. Ray Davis, Rochester varsity assistant coach, joins us. And Austin had to work today. You were in charge of the JV.
Yep.
Played well both games. Got a win in the last game. Tough loss in the first one. Let's talk about those.
The first game we just came out a little flat. We didn't shoot well from the foul line, and then we missed some easy buckets. I think they kind of wanted to redeem themselves this afternoon. They came out and played really well in the second game against Western.
Ray, you played Harrison in the first game because Clinton Central didn't have enough for a JV. Could you see the difference in schedule playing Harrison in that first game? And what I mean by that is they play a lot of big schools down there.
Yeah, they do, and they're a very athletic team and could get to the rim a lot easier for against a lot of JV games. They weren't as good as outside shooters as what some teams, but they do get to the basket and they play a lot faster. And I think that's because they play a lot of the big schools there in Lafayette, Indianapolis area, so they're used to that up and down floor a little bit. I think that caught us off guard a little bit early.
You had an opportunity with about a minute and a half to play, down by 7, and then Harrison extended the lead.
They did. We missed some free throws. We missed some wide open layups, and that maybe could have cut it to 3 to 5, which could have changed some things. But then when we missed some shots, and then they got some easy layups on the backside, and then they kind of got that spread there.
So you come back, they learned a lesson or two, came back and played a really good Western team, and you guys won thanks to Lexi Thomas. Well, thanks because of the help of the Lexi Thomas game. I mean, she just had a phenomenal game.
She did. She came out and had 20 points for us. I think and that we talked to him before the game that we wanted to really pound the ball inside because we had a big advantage on the inside, and I was really proud of how the girls ran. Western started out in a 2-3 zone, and we took advantage of that. Then they went to a man-to-man. We took advantage of that. So it was really nice seeing the guards trying to implement what we wanted to get done.
Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, but that 2-3 zone is supposed to take away the post. How did you get it in there?
Well, what we did is we sent Lexi actually to the short corner and dropped Allie Pearson down the middle of the gap. And what happened was Allie got some points early in the game, and then when they went to the man-to-man, that's where Lexi just kind of took over because the girl that she was guarding really couldn't guard Lexi down on the block area.
Those are the games where you hate to take her out in fear of losing momentum.
Yeah, we did, and we kind of talked beforehand. We started Lexi and Allie together, but we wanted to try some combinations today of maybe going with 4 guards, but we can Rain, Craig can play that 4th spot, Kim Batten can play that 4th spot, so we can kind of, because they're a little bit more, can step out farther and shoot the 3 if we need to on that short baseline and keep one girl inside. We did that with a 4 out and 1 in, and that's where we had some advantage there.
Well, now you get a nice, well-deserved break until, 2 weeks maybe?
Yeah, January 5th. Actually, JV doesn't even play that because JV that's a Whitcoe varsity only game.
It is.
So they actually get a longer break. They wouldn't play till the following, the 12th.
So when will that game start then? Is that a 7:30 start or is that
I'm not sure if it's a 7 or 7:30 game start.
Okay.
That's a Whitcoe, but which is kind of nice because now those girls that play JV can dress that night and have all 4 quarters, and we don't have to worry about trying to save quarters.
So really, they've got 3 regular season games left.
Yeah, they got 3 regular season games left, and then they'll play a tournament on the 26th of January at Wabash. I think it's with Wabash, us, Southwood, and maybe Northfield. I'm not sure the actual 4 teams that are in that.
Yeah, well, it's a nice, well-deserved break for the kids.
Yeah, it is.
Great. Appreciate your time at halftime. Yeah. Congratulations on a good win against Western, and we'll talk to Austin next week.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rick.
Yep.
Rochester assistant varsity coach Ray Davis here at the break. We're at halftime. Western leads 25-24. We're going to take a break, come back with the first half numbers. That's next. 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
This is old you. And this is now you.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
This is the 32nd time Christmas has been hosted in this house. 32 times decorating the tree. Holiday dinners. Memories. All protected by their independent agent. And the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyards True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Enyards True Value and Rental of Rochester. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Going to the third quarter, the Lady Zebras will start the basketball, going to our right, down 25-24. All right, Mac, who you picking next Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Absolutely going with the Irish. I love that no one's picking them, and Alabama.
14-point favorites.
14 points is what I saw it at.
So Rochester the basketball. Brown will go to the base basket, out to Rogers. Her long jumper is good from three.
Switch sides don't matter.
Wow, 27-25, Rochester by 2. Biggs, down low to Scott. Scott, pull-up jumper, short, rebound, Western. Ball loose on the floor, and we're going to have a tie-up. Western will keep possession.
I should be traveling. She traveled before there was a tie-up, but... Yeah, no, the Irish are not being given any love, and I'm all right with that.
Alabama the first game?
Absolutely.
Or
the second game, but yeah,
game.
Absolutely. Saban's had a month to prepare.
Braswell, pull up 10-footer off the glass. Nope. Peterson with the rebound, and actually, yeah, Scott's going to knock it out of bounds.
You can't give him a month to prepare for anybody.
Yeah, even with an 85% quarterback.
Yeah.
McKee with the basketball against the press. Now to Burkett. Burkett, couple of dribbles, back to Peterson. Over the top to McKee. Lob pass is taken away by Western. Coast to coast, that's a tough layup. Taken by Harding, no good. McKee another rebound. Working across the timeline against the double team out to Brown. Brown drives the right baseline, skip pass to Rogers. Left wing to Peterson. She drives to the paint. Out to Burkett. Cammie. Layup. Good. Nice screen by McKee.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kinsey did a good seal there for her. Gave her a nice path right to the bucket. And Rochester with a quick 5 points coming out of halftime.
They're up by 4 right now at 29-25. High on the right side is Braswell. Braswell around the horn. Hands off to Biggs. Lechner in the left corner. One dribble. You kidding me? And to Braswell. One dribble. Out to Biggs. Back to Braswell. Wide open three, left wing. Good.
Three-point basket for Braswell.
Well, if she shoots threes like she shoots free throws, it's not good.
Going to be a long second half.
Yeah.
Burkett gets it across the Brown, taken away by Scott. Western going the other way. Braswell high on the right side. Jump stops now to Biggs over the top. Biggs will fire the three from the right wing. It's good.
Three-point Panther basket.
And speaking about runs, Rochester will take a 30. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This is the 32nd time Christmas has been hosted in this house. 32 times decorating the tree. Holiday dinners. Memories. All protected by their independent agent. And the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
All right, well, I guess Muss didn't plug us back in, so I'll get you the call here. 5:21 left to go here in the third quarter. The Western Panthers lead 31-29. Got a foul on the floor.
Panther common foul, number 51, Owsley.
It's going to be on Owsley, her first. Team's third here. All right, looks like he's plugged us back in. I'll turn him back up.
In the third quarter, follow-away jumper for Rogers is good.
What can't she do?
Basket for Rogers.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Stay back, Caleb. Watch high post. Watch guarding.
Owsley with the basketball in the right wing against Rochester's zone defense. Dribbles all the way around the horn. Bounce pass to
Got one behind you, Caleb.
Braswell. Now to Biggs. Down the corner to Owsley. Chad Lechner on the cut. Now gives it to her in the wing. Down low to Scott. Scott, her shot partially blocked. Picked up by Biggs. Biggs. Tough shot in the paint. Nope. Rebound fault for. Biggs comes out of there with it. 15-footer is no good by Western. And the putback by Braswell is good.
Just keep scrapping and throwing things up. But
again, 4 rebounds on that trip for
where's
Western.
Hughes? Let's get Hughes in. She'll rebound the ball.
Travel in Rochester. Western going to get it back up by 2 with 4:19 to play in the third quarter. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. 33-31 Western. Lechner. 3 from the baseline. Back of the rim, no good. Brown skies from the board. She rips and runs. Macy, right side of the floor, will go to the baseline to Isbell. Quick turnaround, 18-footer short. Lechner, the weak side rebound, grabs the board. And wow, Western leaked out bad. Owsley down low, layup is good, and a foul. 4 Western players leaked out, and Rochester stayed back to rebound, and Rochester couldn't get back to stop the shot. And when they did get back, they fouled Owsley as she made the bucket, and she'll go to the line for 1.
Isabel's third foul, team first.
At the line, shooting 1, Owsley.
Hughes back in the game.
3:58 to play in the third. Owsley's free throw is good, and it's a 36-31 lead in favor of Western. Isbell to Burkett. Cammie holds. What are we doing? Now to Brown. Finally gets it across the timeline left. Macy dribbles to the wing. Now to the baseline. To Isbell. Quick 10-footer right side is good. Nothing but net.
2 for Isbell from Brown.
Her first 2 of the game.
I like Jenny. She just catches and shoots. It's quick.
Got a quick trigger.
Braswell. What does she have tonight?
Braswell is sitting with 19. 10 of the 19 at the charity stripe.
Owsley in the corner. Bounce pass to Scott. Backs her way in on the block. Fall away jumper off the window is good.
Holy moly.
Right?
That's a big time move right there.
5-point lead for Western with 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Hughes to Rogers.
Nice pass.
Jumper's blocked. Picked up by Hughes on the baseline, and she steps out of bounds.
Rogers should have went up with the right hand instead of coming back to the left side, but good pass, good idea.
Razzle comes back in. Lechner to sit. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. 38-33 Western. They've got the basketball going to our left. Razzle through the center circle. 2-3 zone by the Lady Zebras. Bounce pass to Biggs. High on the right side, now inside the 3-point line. Biggs with the basketball. And she has it ripped away by Hughes.
She don't want a jump ball. She wants the ball. I love it.
Here comes a trap. Pass down low to Rogers is going to be tipped away, but I believe Scott's going to come over the back to do it. Is that going to be her third?
Her third, team fourth.
2:30 to play in the third quarter. 38-33. Western, Rochester baseline right. Isbell to get it in. Lobs it in. Ball tipped away and stolen. Razzle. Double dribbles, no call. There it is. Rochester basketball in front of the Western bench going to our right. Down by 5 at 38-33. Burkett a couple of dribbles. Back to Isbell. Ginny across the timeline against the double team. Ball tipped away, picked up by Isbell in the backcourt. Jennings now to Brown. Macy. Throws it off the fingertips of Rogers and out of bounds. 2:14 to play in the third.
At times, I feel like I'm in a buffet with no food. This is rough at times. Yes.
Okay, couple of questions.
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a minute. Braswell in the right wing.
All right, in between shifts. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Razzle out to Owsley. Owsley against the zone defense. Works to the left wing to Razzle. Now in the corner to Biggs. She drives the baseline. Nobody there. Hughes is going to pick up the foul, and Biggs will go to the line to shoot two. How many times have you ever been to a buffet when there's nothing there?
Well, it's like when you walk up at the Ponderosa.
Is this your nightmare?
And the chicken wings are just gone, and there's so much excitement. You can see it happening.
Okay, now I'm with you. Yeah.
And they say it's going to be 5 more minutes. We've already waited so long. There's so much excitement.
And there's nothing better than a Pondo wing.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Get my wife on board with that. She wants no part of it.
Free throw's no good. Rogers with the rebound. Missed both of them. Did Biggs. 100 seconds to play.
It's been a long day for Mr. Stricker over there. He needs a good laugh.
I think he got it. Rogers at the free throw line.
Shoot it.
And she goes to the basket, and we're going to have a foul. Is that on 30? Yepper. Scott's going to pick up 4.
Fourth. Number 30, Scott, her fourth.
Yeah, I think there's a new rule. When Rogers catches inbound, she's in range.
Yeah, I'm really kind of taken back by that. She didn't shoot that from the free throw line.
Wide open.
Yeah, she got to shoot that.
I mean, I know she likes the three-pointers, but
Brown in the corner, quick three, right baseline, no good. Weak side rebound to Rogers, no good. McKee's putback is good.
I will call them passes.
You will?
Yeah.
You're the only one in the gym.
Very generous.
Oh, that three is blocked by Brown. Get out of here, picked up by Burkett. Burkett, right-handed layup. Nope. Hughes, put back. Nope. Foul on Western. Hughes will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know if you watch a lot of college basketball, but Bill Raftery would say.
Are you talking to me?
Onions, because that was a spike job.
Who would say that?
Bill Raftery.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my golly. That's not a block.
I heard Bill, and I'm hoping you weren't saying Walton.
No, I don't.
That's a really bad call.
He's out there.
When I'm watching a West Coast game, mute.
Yes. Hey, the good news is that's the 6th team foul for Western. Rochester's going to be in the 1-on-1 potentially, even not even end of the fourth quarter.
Hughes' second one is no good. Rogers with the rebound. Her fall-away putback, no good. Ball being fought for. We're going to have a tie-up. Rochester going to keep possession.
You got to call jump ball there. Okay.
Minute 10 to play in the third. Rochester down by 2. Their basketball baseline left.
Scott 4 fouls. Harding 4 fouls for Western.
Emily Hughes looks to get it in. Oh, right through the legs of the defense to put up the shot by Rogers is no good. And then Braswell's fouled by Caitlin Rogers. And I believe Western will walk to the other.
No, that's only our third. Rogers first,
that's right.
team third.
We're guests, aren't we?
But you take Scott out of the middle of the lineup for Western, and the height shrinks a lot.
Absolutely. Now we're the biggest team on the floor. Braswell to Owsley against a double team. Owsley bangs it off the leg of Hughes. Going to be tied up. Western going to keep possession of it. Bangs it off the legs. I'm sorry, Burke at the inside of her leg, and she just about stole the basketball in doing so.
And that'll definitely feel better when it stops hurting. Holy moly.
Into the zebra lineup, number 11, Jordan Jennings.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, I'm wondering the same thing. Where's Brad? Well, he's in Texas.
Yeah, we won't talk about him. He's on my naughty list.
Western basketball up by 2 with 45 seconds to play. Braswell, nice hands on the right wing. Rochester into 2-3. We're down to 40 seconds. Braswell picks up her dribble. Now she's got to get rid of it. Finally does. To Lechner, near side to Owsley, in the corner to Rasner. Braswell on the right wing with 25. Inside the arc. Goes to the basket. Tough shot over McKee is good.
She is tough as nails. That girl single-handedly put the ball on the ground, got to the hole, and put it in.
Brown crossed the timeline with 9. To Jennings with 8. Down low to McKee. Picked up by Western. with 4. And now a timeout. Western with 4 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's a 60. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com. At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Do not foul while shooting. Kind of.
Hey, Jake.
Rochester has taken a 30, and they've got 4 left, and Western has taken a full and a 30, and they have 3 left, 2 fulls and a 30. So, yeah, I'd keep them.
I'm just checking you.
I know. It's all good.
Pass comes in. Lechner at the buzzer at half court. Nay. Took a 60-second timeout to come over. After 3, Rochester trails Western 40-36. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Fourth and final quarter we go at Rochester High School, the final game of the Rochester Glass Classic. It's been a pretty good one here in this game. Rochester down by 4, and they'll start the fourth and final quarter of the basketball going to our right.
Quick game reset. Rochester has 4 timeouts, 30 and 3 fulls. Western has 3 timeouts left, a 30 and 2 fulls.
And Western has a possession arrow.
And they have the arrow.
And Rochester turns it over. And Macy Brown knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Western basketball in front of the scorer's table going to our left. 7:49 to play in the game. Western up by 4 at 40-36. Housley on the right side against the zone. I don't think so. I think we're in a nope, we're in a box and 1. Karina Peterson chasing Braswell.
Yep, we are boxed.
3 for Razzles, partially blocked, picked up by McKee.
Rogers got to get down the floor and post up. There ain't nobody on the floor can defend her right now.
Rogers down low to McKee. Her entry pass is knocked out of bounds by Western. Rochester ball.
Braswell is the tallest player for Western between Hughes and Rogers both, and McKee.
That's a good point. You just got to wonder when Scott's coming back.
Yeah, well, she's got 4, so she's going to sit for a few more minutes, but you've got to feast while you can.
Brown on the wing, back to Peterson in the right corner. Karina against Braswell. Dribbles away from the defense, now works top of the key, loses the handle. Picked up by Peterson, ball loose on the floor. Peterson picks it up. Now Rochester should have numbers. Brown, leaner, no good. McKee, put back, blocked by Owsley, but McKee will go to the line to shoot 2.
One more bounce pass there.
Western's number 51, Owsley.
So Kinsey McKee at the line to shoot 2, looking to cut this lead to 2 of Western's. Free throw for the junior is short. And she'll have one more.
That was Owsley's second foul, team foul number 7 for Western Panthers.
One more coming for McKee now. Second on the way is good this time. Nothing but net. 40-37. Rochester in that box and one. Peterson chasing Braswell. 3 for Razzle, left wing. Ugh.
That's inexcusable. No reason not to hustle back and let alone give a wide open
shot
look like
that. 43-37. Peterson with the basketball. Wow, she about lost it. Picks it up. Rochester going to have to use a timeout. It will be a 30. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Returning to the Rochester lineup, number 11.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Six and a half minutes to play in the game. Western now up 43-37 after the Rochester timeout, which they're down to 3. It'll be Rochester basketball on the far side. Macy will look to get it in. Jordan Jennings back into the game for the Lady Zebras. She gets the inbounds pass, now back to Brown. Macy crosses the timeline left, accelerates to the three-point line, now backs it outside and directs traffic top of the key against the man-to-man defense. Razzle doing a really good job on her. Now to Rogers, down low to McKee. Kinsey's shot out the window is good.
What a beautiful
nice entry pass, yep.
From Rogers.
Hands up.
And it's 43-39. Razzle, 3, left wing, good again. Might have to come out of that box and one now.
Yeah, Razzle's going to blow up the box and one. She's done that.
The pass comes in to Hughes, now to Jennings. Jordan with the basketball takes it left for Rochester and travels.
We were not going to get it across anyways. We were about 6 seconds in, and
there it is. There's the change. We're done with the box and one. 46-39 Western. 5:45 to play in the game.
Going to a 3-2 zone.
Braswell. Lechner in the corner, fakes a shot, pull up from 15 foot is short. McKee with the rebound. Kinsey outlets to Macy Brown, and Macy will walk it up. 5.5 to play in the game. Rochester down 46-39. Bounce pass to McKee. Her running layup is good off the right side of the lane.
Scott's still sitting on the bench for the Panthers, but we're not taking advantage of it.
Lead is down to 5. Owsley, 15-footer is good on the baseline.
No hesitation, knockdown.
That's right. She knew where her spot was, and she went right to it. Ball's loose, turnover. Western has it. No look pass to Lechner outside to Owsley, just inside the arc. Good again.
2 points.
And now the lead is Western's at 9. 4:45 to play in the game. Full court press by the Panthers. Hughes picks up the ball, gives to Brown, now to McKee. McKee crosses the timeline left, works to the left corner. Her entry pass down low is knocked away. We're going to have a scramble for it. It's going to be tied up. Turnover Rochester. Western basketball.
Western possession.
Isbell and Burkett back into the game for Rochester. And Jennings and Hughes to come out. Oh, here come the 2 starters with 4 fouls. Scott and Harding.
She went to the bench. I believe it was a 2-point game. Now she comes back in. It's an 8-point game, 9-point game.
Full court press by the Lady Zebras. You're right. 4.5 to play in the game. Western by 9. Scott has the pass deflected, but gives to Razzle. Now Whitco. Western has the numbers. Braswell's layup is good from Razzle, and now it's an 11-point lead for Western. Full court press by the Panthers. Brown across the timeline. Gives to Burkett now. Cammie fills the middle of the floor. Isbell, 5-footer, nope. Rebound to Scott. And now down to McKee. Scott loses the basketball right into the hands of McKee, and she put it in for 2. Where's Kenzie's McKee numbers tonight, Mac?
She has 9 points.
That pass from Harding sails out of bounds. Rochester going to get it back down by 9.
We've got to get stops. I mean, you can't trade buckets at this point, being down 9, 3:55 to go, but the turnovers are starting to eke up.
And then Rochester throws it out of bounds. Western going to get it back.
Todd Beeler's got to catch that. I mean, there's just
we got to have a little better hands than that on the scores table.
Yeah, Randall's not going to try, but Todd's got to catch that.
Lechner. Oh, travel. What a...
On the fourth step. You can do a mic drop.
3:44 to play in the game. Baseball pass to Rogers. Caitlin goes to the baseline. Nice defense by Western. Out to Brown. 3 right wing for the Lady Zebras is no good. And the rebound to Scott. Nope, rebound to Harding. She is fouled. Rochester's 4th team foul.
Zebra common foul, number 1, Burkett.
That is on Cammie, her first, team's 4th.
Full court press by the Lady Zebras. 3:36 to play in the game. Western with a 9-point lead. Harding got to get it in. Finally does to Lechner. Lechner brings it up against Burkett. Works to the right side of the floor. Jump pass down low to Scott. Wide open jumper in the paint is good.
That's too easy.
That's easy. 11-point lead now for Western. McKee has her pass taken away by Harding. Harding for Western with the basketball going to our left. Western up by 11. Braswell holds. Clock runs. 3:10 to play in the game. Western by 11. Harding, left wing, thought about a 3, passes it up. Now to Razzle between the circles. Razzle then has a pocket strip by Macy Brown, and then Razzle is going to pick up the reach-in foul. Macy will go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus.
Panther foul on number 21, Razzle.
That is her second, team 8. Macy has got 2 points in the game, 2 for 2 from the line, no buckets, but looking to add to it here. We're down 11, 2:57 to go.
Macy with 1 in the bonus. First one for the juniors, good. She'll have 1 more. Biggs back into the game for Western.
Western lineup number 25, Ella Biggs.
And she'll replace Scott. Macy with 1 more, looking to cut this Western lead to 9.
Coach is thinking we grew the lead without her, so maybe we'll...
Second one is short, and the rebound to Biggs for Western. Biggs brings it up the floor. Works to the right side. Now goes to the basket. Layup on the way is good. Ugh.
Wow. Again, too easy.
Now the lead is 12 for Western. 2:40 to play in the 4th quarter. Burkett gives to Brown. Macy across the timeline right. Here comes a double team. Bounce pass to Burkett. Cammie drives the right baseline. Cut off by the defense after 2 dribbles. Now against the double team. And the cross-court pass to Brown. Her leaner in the paint is good. Timeout Rochester. It's a 60. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
By 10 at 56-46. Rochester has 2 timeouts. Western, I believe, with 3. It'll be Western basketball underneath the Rochester basket going to our left, probably against Mac, the full court press. I'm guessing.
Absolutely. I would think, I mean, we got a couple fouls to give, even though you don't really want to use them, but we've got to create some pressure, speed them up. We need possessions and points, so I mean, at this point, you got nothing to lose.
Brown, Burkett, Rogers, McKee, and Isbell on the floor for the Lady Zebras. Lechner will try to get it in around Isbell. Does so to Biggs. Biggs brings it up. Biggs through the center circle. Works to the right wing. Now picks up her dribble, gives to Braswell. Braswell a couple of dribbles to her right with 2:05 to play in the game. 10-point lead for Western. Bounce pass. Lechner, left corner. And Coach Jennings is saying fire, fire. We get a foul. That's only the 15th foul.
Zebra calling foul.
I'm sorry, that's Isabel's fourth, team fifth.
Lechner looked to get it in right in front of her bench. And her pass is stolen by Brown. Macy Brown, right side of the floor. Layup is good. And now the lead is down to 8. 1:50 to play in the game. Lechner brings it up the floor to Biggs. Biggs is then fouled by Brown. I'm not sure what the officials were looking at. Everybody in the whole freaking gym saw that Kinsey McKee pushed her from behind.
Yeah, Coach Jennings is yelling fire, and I assume that means a foul.
Yeah. 100 seconds to play in the game. Rochester down by 8. Braswell, I would hold 2. You're perfect from the line right now.
Well, Brown can't foul. You can't have her, so someone's going to have to step up.
Macy has 4.
She's got 3, but you don't, Cami Burkett, that would be good. Kinsey McKee.
And so Brazel will go to the line to shoot one of the bonus for Western.
And she's not the one you want to fire on.
Rochester, it isn't.
Or not, I'm sorry, I thought you said Braswell. Razzle. Well, the way Razzle's shooting right now, no, I wouldn't foul her either.
Free throw, nope. McKee with the rebound. 8-point lead for Western. Rochester runs, 1:20 to play in the game. Brown between the rings, works to the left side. Gives to Burkett. Burkett, Isbell on the baseline. Jenny drives. Pass tipped away, stolen by Western. Braswell picks her way through traffic. We're down to 1:05 to play in the game, and now Western will use a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyards True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Enyards True Value and Rental of Rochester. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Is the game time 7 tomorrow, though? Is that the...
To play in the game. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Rochester down by 8. It'll be Western basketball out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Harding gets it into Razzle, and then she is fouled by Hughes, and Razzle will walk to the other end to shoot one of the bonus.
Number 23, Hughes, her third.
All that took 1 second, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Randall is
One of the bonus for Western, number 21, Razzle.
something else.
Razzle the line for one of the bonus. Hurston's good. It's an opportunity here to put your lead back to 10 with 1:04 to play in the game.
The only thing that stands between me and a plate of beef and noodles is 1:04.
Second one, no good. Oh, now we're going to take 3 shots. And a foul coming immediately on Harding, and Hughes will walk to the other end to shoot one of the bonus.
Harding's out. That's her 5th.
Is that what's on the menu tonight, Mac?
Beef and noodles is what I got a text on, yeah. I'm in.
I didn't get that text.
I hope you didn't. I mean, less for me.
Thanks, Megan. Hughes at the line for one of the bonus with 62 seconds to play in the regulation. Free throw for the freshman is good.
Yeah, this girl, she'd be on the floor as much as possible. I just love what she brings. Can't say it enough.
Yeah, I agree. Jennings back in for Rochester. Burkett sits down. Hughes with one more for the Lady Zebras. Second one good again. Lead is down to 7. 1:02 to play. Lechner, almost, is stolen by Hughes. Hughes fouled a shot. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I'm telling you.
Panthers shooting foul.
I didn't think she had enough court left to save that from going out of bounds, but she sure did.
I mean, for her size, though, and she's got some guard ability. She's got post ability. She's a freshman.
Free throw for the freshman is good. Lead is down to 6.
She don't seem like a freshman to me. I think the speed of the game does not bother her at all.
It shows.
Yeah.
Second one for Hughes. Short. Rebound to Braswell. Braswell almost has it stolen by Hughes. And now Caitlin Rogers is going to foul Braswell, and that'll send her to the other end to shoot one of the bonus.
Zebra foul number 32.
Well, what we're hoping at this point is she went ice cold while in the locker room, because that first half she was
10
perfect.
for 10.
Yeah, from the line.
Shooting 1 and 1.
We'll find out.
56.3 to play in the game. Braswell's free throw is good.
Clockwork, man. Her form is, if you have a kid and you want to teach him how to shoot free throws, this is it right here.
Second one, nope. Offensive rebound. And now a foul in Rochester.
Zebra foul number 40, McKee, her 4th.
Team's 9th, or team's 10th. So double bonus for Biggs.
That thrown free throw is no good.
Isabel's checking in for Rogers.
Rogers comes out. 58-50.
She's hit 4 threes.
58-51. Second one, no. Hughes a rebound. 50 seconds. Rochester down by 7. Right-handed layup. No good.
That went coast to coast.
Jennings tried to save him going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Western. Razzle will pull it out with 35. And now we'll have a foul on Hughes.
Zebra foul number 23, Hughes, her 4th personal. At the line shooting
35.8.
Razzle.
Rogers will come back in after the first free throw. Razzle with 2 freebies for the Lady Panthers. First one is no good. Boy, Western is begging us to climb back into this.
Rochester number 32, Caitlin Rogers.
Jennings comes out, Rogers back.
Makes sense. I would have the girl that hit 4 threes on the floor too.
Second one is short. Good block out by Hughes. Grabs the board, gives to Brown with 30. Rochester down by 7.
Get a bucket and a timeout.
How's that not a foul?
I don't know.
Owsley botted her up and no foul. It'll stay with Rochester on the far side. Isbell will look to trigger it in. Scott comes back into the game. I'd be okay if she moved to Rochester.
Yeah, are they looking to relocate?
I hope.
Oh, absolutely. We'd love to have her.
Isbell lobs it into Hughes. Emily with 29 and dribbles it off her foot. Saves from going out of bounds, but right in the hands of Western with 23. Owsley pulls it back outside, and Macy Brown and just commits a foul. Owsley will go to the line to shoot 2 with 21 seconds to play in the game. Rochester down by 7.
Zebra foul number 12, Brown, her 4th. At the line.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty here in her, around Lake Manitou for the Scots to look at.
Free throw for the freshman's in and out, no good.
I tell you what, the Ousley girl, she'd move here too.
Owsley, yeah.
Yeah, Owsley. No, they got a good little squad. I'll be very impressed.
Here in about 2 or 3 years. Second one's good this time. 8-point
Figure
lead.
when they're juniors and seniors together and all the varsity time they've completed, and yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
They play in a very tough 3A though.
15 seconds. Rogers for 3, right wing is good again. Timeout Rochester. It's a 5-point lead for Western. It is a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
Gotcha. 10.2 seconds of play in regulation. Western's lead is down to 5. It's 59-54. Rochester will be in a full court press. Lechner will look to get it in. Lechner looking to get it in around Rogers. Bounce pass into Owsley. Owsley runs away from the defense. Somebody got to foul her. Now with 5, and that should do it. Owsley will lose it out of bounds, but last touch by Rochester with 2.8.
I didn't hear fire.
59-54, Western defeats Rochester here in the final game of the Rochester Glass Classic. Post-game show next, 92.1 WROI.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the rain.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This is the 32nd time Christmas has been hosted in this house. 32 times decorating the tree. Holiday dinners. Memories. All protected by their independent agent. And the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
Do I got to stare at the camera or anything tonight? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
We're good. I think I got it. Oh, I'm coming in.
Okay, here we go, Paul. Okay.
All right, so welcome back here.
Back at Rochester High School for the post-game show here at the Rochester Glass Invitational, the Rochester Glass Classic. Rochester coach Brian Jennings joins us in 59-54. You guys were right there. I thought with about a minute and a half, Brian, to go, they were basically begging us to get back into it. They couldn't hit a free throw, and unfortunately we couldn't hit a shot then.
Yeah, and after they had hit a boatload of free throws earlier in that game, they kind of went cold from the line. And then we just couldn't take care of the basketball. We were, the next foul, we were in the bonus. We couldn't draw a foul. Just one of those things where I think we just got a little too tired physically and mentally to finish that game after 2 games today. You can't say that we're a young team when they start 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores.
Yeah.
They were younger than we were, and that's just one where it's a game we got to learn from, and no matter how tired we are, the other team played the game today too. So we're in the same boat as they were. We just got to finish a little stronger.
I think all in all, I know that what kind of competition Western plays. All in all, I thought it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. We learned a lot of things about ourselves today. When Caitlin came out hot in the first game and then extremely hot in that second
You're not
game.
kidding.
It's going to give us that other punch. And when we get, work over the next 2 to 3 weeks on getting that post game going where they have to really defend us in the post and on the wing, then we can be a little bit dangerous. I think the defense, even though we gave up 50-plus points in that last game, we have found some things that we feel we were good at. It's one where we kind of packed it in there in the second half, and then the 3 balls start flying for them. We go to a box and 1 for a little bit on the girl is just lighting it up for them, and a couple other girls step up and hit 3s. And we went through a stretch there where whatever we tried to do, nothing worked. And we were tired and trying to work through it, and it just. We gave it a run there at the end, got back in it a little bit, and pretty proud of the way the girls played today.
Caitlin Rogers with 19 points for you in the second game here this evening, and that's if she can do that not every night, but if she can do that consistently, going to doubles like that from outside and inside, whoa.
Yeah. If we can get Macy on her game and Caitlin on her game, and it'll really open up the inside, high post and low post. And I thought Emily Hughes played a good game inside today too. Kenzie was a little more active in this second game, especially on the defensive end. She finally got around in front a little bit. A couple of times she got lost. But, when we if she gets that ball inside and starts being stronger with her hands and jumping and getting that ball up, we got some offensive weapons that teams will have to contend with a little bit. Not scoring those 22 points like we did there for a couple of games in a row.
Now you get a well-deserved break. You get about 9 or 10 days off to get ready for Whitco.
Yeah, we're going to take, the rest of December off. So I don't know how many days we got. But the rest of December we're off, and we will actually have practice on New Year's Day. We're going to come in, do a good shooting practice, then we're going to hit the weights. And we're going to do that for the first 2 or 3 days back, really hit the weight room, try to get some physical strength back a little bit. It'll help us with our conditioning a little bit in that weight room. And, be ready for Whitco, another TRC game.
Before I let you get out of here, let's talk about Lexi Thomas's big day today.
Oh, just a huge game on the JV. I didn't get to see much of it. I poked my head in once of the day, but big game this morning. Came back, I think, 20 points in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I think Allie Pearson had 11 or 12 points in the afternoon. So it was a good high post, low post combo. They worked well together, and that's what we've been after. So they keep coming along, and as we take care of the ball better and work on these turnovers, I think things are heading in the right direction.
Well, you're off now for a while. Congratulations, a good day. I think it's a good day. So congratulations to you and the kids on a good day, and we'll talk to you before the Whitco game, which I just found out from Ray. There's no JV at Whitco.
No JV. I think it's a 2:30 in the afternoon. Is it here?
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, it's a Saturday afternoon, 2:30 game. It's just one of those. Check the schedule, people. Check the schedule.
But it is a one game only, and you think it's going to be here at about 2:30?
Yes, I think it's a 2:30 varsity start. And then just let people know, I think it's the last Saturday of the season. I'm not even sure when that is in January. The JV will be playing, making up the 2 games that they lost in a tournament down at Wabash.
Okay. Well, Brian, thanks for your time. Good luck to you next Saturday, and we'll talk to you before that game.
Thank you very much. Right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Lady Zebra head coach Brian Jennings here on the post-game show at Rochester High School. We'll let Max slide back in and give some
All right, welcome back here to Rochester High School. We're going to wrap things up here for you this afternoon, where the Rochester Lady Zebras fall by a final score of 59-54 to the Western Lady Panthers. Rochester goes 1-1 on the day after winning in the morning game 39-29 over Clinton Central. The Western Lady Panthers go 2-0, winning 65-30 in the second game this morning and winning 59-54 over Rochester. Clinton Central goes 1-1, losing to Rochester and then defeating Jimtown. And Jimtown goes 0-2 on the day. Other action today down at North Miami High School. This morning we had the girls' side of the Miami County Invitational. North Miami girls defeated Peru on a last-second shot by Marianne Freeman to advance, as did Maconaquah. So it's going to be North Miami and Maconaquah tomorrow at 6 p.m. on RTC TV4 from North Miami High School. And underway right now, North Miami versus Peru on the boys' side. And then at 8 o'clock, it's going to be Maconaquah versus Caston, and those two winners will play tomorrow at 8 p.m. as well. And then tomorrow night, in action, we're going to have Argus girls taking on West Central. We're going to have Argus boys following that, taking on West Central. The Argus boys will be advancing if they win to the Winter Classic Championship over at West Central. Tippecanoe Valley is going to be taking on Columbia City tomorrow night. And Rochester boys here tomorrow night versus Lewis Cass. So we'll be back for that game tomorrow. So thank everybody for tuning in. It's been a great day of basketball here at Rochester High School. Steve Stricker, David Musselman, Kyle McLaughlin, Macy Stricker here running camera for me all day long. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow night where the Rochester boys take on Lewis Cass.